Coffee and tea are not the main attractions at a growing number of Japanese cafes. Their patrons also get to spend quality time with birds, rabbits, penguins, and other creatures. And while the animals may be tame, the competition among these cafes is growing fierce as the list of animal playmates gets ever more exotic. Lucy Kraft has the story from Tokyo.
Tokyo is synonymous with hipster cafes. But at this posh establishment, admission is by reservation only, and there's a 1-month waiting list. Tokyo has gone hog wild for the My Pig Cafe, starring a herd of micropigs. $13 buys you half an hour with the squealing creatures. Hoofing over from her native Canada, tourist Mercedes Pollock was in what else? Hog heaven.
I figured we would hit up one of the animal cafes, and I'm glad it was the pig one.
With mini pigs bringing home the bacon, co-founder Yuji Miyagawa has 2 more porcine cafes in the works.
We really want to sell the image that pigs are not dirty, they're not ugly, they're not dumb, they're really smart, clean, and really adoring animals.
Ever since cat cafes sprang up a few years ago, Japan has seen an explosion of urban petting zoos with an ever more exotic cast of critters.
Life in the big city can be pretty tough sometimes, so when people in Tokyo want to wind down, they get wound up in the friendly coils of a kunishiri rat snake, like Taisho.
The snake charmed are mostly young and female. For owner Hisamitsu Kaneko, serving up drinks with a side of hissing reptiles is a personal calling. I was born in the year of the snake, he said. My mother always said I resemble a snake because I have a poker face. Headlining in Yokohama is the capybara, a rodent the size of a Labrador. A placid capybara jumps for its morning bath, but generally does little except munch and snooze. Still, patrons pay for the privilege of feeding it kibble and rubbing the docile creature the wrong way as it prefers. These are cuter than cats or dogs, said handler Akihiko Taniwaki. Petting them is so relaxing. In the increasingly competitive animal cafe market, coffee and cute animals alone just doesn't cut it anymore. Enter hedgehogs and dollhouses, complete with bathtubs, paintings, and a candy store. The slumbering mounds of prickles not only seem oblivious to their designer digs, they can be downright house wreckers. The cafe turns a profit by selling accessories like hedgehog headwear. Once they get used to people, hedgehogs don't get their bristles up, said owner Yoshiaki Katahira. But by far, one of the most lucrative of Japan's new breed of animal cafes features bandana-wearing Shiba dogs. Drawing hundreds of patrons 7 days a week, the Mame Shiba Cafe is so mobbed, critics accuse it of animal abuse. Charges the company insists are unfounded. Of course, the dogs would get stressed out if they worked nonstop, said staff member Saori Kikuchi, so we bring them out in shifts and give them breaks. One thing is clear, this country is happily going to the dogs. For CBS This Morning Saturday, Lucy Kraft, Tokyo.
Happily going to the dogs, the cats, the hedgehogs.
There's a bathtub. There's a bathtub for the hedgehogs.
I think the hedgehog one crossed a line for me, but I'll take the dogs.
The nutria-looking animal did it for me.
That was the that's the capybara.
I like that.
He looks like a nutria, and in Louisiana, that's not a good thing.
Oh no, it's just a capybara.
It's just a
He's trying to be
capybara.
nice to people.
It's just a capybara.
Like it's just
He's right there. He's
like
right.
the name.
Just a
Stop.
spider.
No spider cafes.
Should we talk about spiders?
No.